and I like to think of myself as the star of the theater. To start off, I'm going to be using these 3 ropes. Now, as you can probably tell, one is short, one is medium, and one is long in length. These 3 ropes remind me of an experience that I had at my school in math class. My teacher was at the front of the classroom holding up 3 ropes just like these, a short, a medium, and a long. She asked the class to tell her whether these ropes were all the same length or all different lengths. What would you guys have said?
Different.
Well, I said that they were all the same length. My teacher applied to see her after class. So when the school day was done, I went to see my teacher. She handed me the 3 ropes like this, and she says, "Kahlan, why don't you show me why you think these 3 ropes are all the same length?" I said, "No problem. I can do that, but before I show you how I did it, can I have 3 volunteers to examine these ropes from their seats?" You can examine the long rope. Do you want the medium rope? Short rope. Now stretch them, try to twirl them, look for any mirrors, trapdoors, portals, anything out of the ordinary.
No trapdoors here.
Okay, I'll take the long rope. Now this is completely normal, right? Checked it over? Nope. I'm gonna say I heard yes. Okay. And this one is normal? Alright. They have been checked by people who I am not paying to say that they are good. Here they are, 1, 2, 3. My teacher held them out to me and said, "Why don't you show me why you think they're all the same length?" So one at a time, I take them up to the top of my hand, just like this. First the short, then the medium, then the long, just like this. And then, very slowly, they all become the same way. Here, I can show you 1 rope, 2 ropes, same length, and finally, 3 ropes, all the same length. There is one small problem though. It was the middle of the week, maybe a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and my teacher needed her short, medium, and long ropes for teaching the next day. That was not a problem. All I had to do was take the 3 ropes up to the top of my hand once again, and then out comes the medium rope. Out comes the long rope, and out comes the short rope. Next up, have any of you wondered what this is? Well, your questions are all about to be answered, because inside this door is my best friend, Snowy the black rabbit. Snowy says hello. He's a very quiet speaker. Snowy lives inside his house. I can take him out of his house. There is a door in the front, and there is a door in the back. I can open both doors, and then the house is completely empty, except for me. let's put Snowy back inside for now. Just before the show, I was in the other room that the magicians like to hang out in, and Snowy came hopping up to me and he said, "Kahlan, I want to be a white rabbit." And I said, "Why on earth would you want to be a white rabbit, Snowy?" And he said, "Well, my name is Snowy. And we've been seeing quite a little bit of snow recently. And snow is not black. Snow is white. So I want to be like snow, like my name." And I said, "All right. I can make you white as snow. Just wait until the show." He's waited long enough. He's been very patient. In order to turn him into a rabbit that is white as snow, I need all of you to help me. Can you all help me?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to need more than that. Can you all help me?
Yes, Kahlan.
All right. What we need to do to turn him into a rabbit that is as white as the snow is we need to scare him. When I count 3, we're all going to say "boo" really loud to scare him into being a white rabbit. We all ready?
Uh-huh.
All right. Are we all ready?
Yep.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Boo! I think that was enough to scare him. Let's see if he is a rabbit as white as the snow. I cannot believe it. Snowy wants to be a black rabbit again. He says that before he changed his mind and he was looking online at videos of magicians with their own rabbits, and he saw that almost every single rabbit was already as white as snow. And he thought, if I'm a black rabbit, unlike all of the other white rabbits, maybe I'll be remembered more.
Mm-hmm.
That does make sense. Should we turn Snowy back into a black rabbit?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right. I figure the only way to turn him back into a black rabbit is to say the opposite of what we said to turn him into a white rabbit. So does anyone know what the opposite of boo may be?
Oob.
Oob.
I'm thinking oob. Mm-hmm. This time I'll count down from 3. And then we will say oob, okay? Everybody ready?
Yep.
Is everybody ready?
Yes.
Okay. Snowy is ready as well. 3, 2, 1. Oob! And now he is back to being his black rabbit self. The last time I performed with Snowy, there were a few questions among the audience. Before I get to that, let me show you. Door in the front, door in the back. Open both doors. Nothing going on. Completely empty. As I was saying, the last time I performed this, there were some people in the crowd who thought that every time we changed his color, that I turned him around. Do any of you think that?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. If I turned him around right here, right now, would it prove that I'm innocent?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Turn it around.
All right.
Oh, gosh. The
I
other.
sensed that was a bit held back. You want me to turn him again? I can do it a different way. I can do it like this. I think I'm sensing the vibes of what we want. I think you all want to see the other side.
Yes.
Yes.
Would that be correct?
Yeah.
All right. But you need to be absolutely sure that you want to see the other side, because once you do, there is no going back.
You don't want to see your butt either.
So I need to be sure that you all are absolutely positive that you want to see the other
Yep.
side.
Yep.
I'm gonna need more than that,
Yep.
Yes.
if you say so.
Funny butt.
Snowy is getting a bit unhappy now that I've had to show his other side. What do you say we turn him white one more time? That might cheer him up. Right here. Just like this. Let's open up both doors. Put him inside. Do you all remember what to say to turn him into a white rabbit?
Mm-hmm.
Rabbit as white as snow? Boo, right?
Yeah.
Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Boo! That was pretty loud. And now he is and will stay a white rabbit. Just like a few of you might have been wondering with Snowy's house, have any of you been wondering about this? No. What that is, it's a model of one of my favorite experiences that I had as a magician. When I first became and got into doing magic, people and the village of Kimberly started calling me with small jobs that they just couldn't solve any other way, and they needed a bit of magic. In this time in particular, I was called to fix some traffic lights. It may seem a bit out of the ordinary, but you see, the workers were really struggling. When I got there, the workers were replacing the dead lights in the traffic lights. There was a red at the top, right? A yellow or orange in the middle. Yeah, I think it's yellow. And my mom takes care of all that, I don't. And then at the bottom, there is green. And then they put on the lid so nobody would get confused. And then they put in the new green bulb like this. Yes, just like that. Next, the yellow bulb. Yeah. And lastly, the red bulb, so it goes on top, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was right. Until they started lifting the lid. And there was the red bulb. And there was the green bulb. And there was the yellow bulb. That's not right. So I asked them if they could dump all the bulbs out again, so I could try it myself. I got out the green, put on the lid, just like this, green, in you go, the yellow, in you go, and last but certainly not least, so it goes at the top, red. Correct, right?
Right.
I thought so too. Until once again, I saw that the red was at the bottom. And then the green. And then the yellow. This is getting a bit weird. I'm thinking that the red is the problem. Because instead of staying at the top, it's skipping past the yellow and the green to get to the bottom. So let's take out the yellow and the green and keep the red. Put it right there for now. Don't roll away. Let's just put in the green and let's put in the yellow. And to make sure nobody gets confused, let's put on the lid. And out of my bag here, I will take some wrapping paper to carefully wrap this brand new, but obviously broken bulb carefully and set it in there like this. I take my bag and I go to the hardware store. They say, "We are so sorry. We have green bulbs, we have yellow bulbs, but we have no more red bulbs." It was time for a bit of magic. So, I call up the workers that were working with me on the traffic lights on my phone and I say, "Hey, meet me back at the site in 5 minutes. ASAP. I drove back there as fast as I could. Well, I rode there in the back seat of my mom's car. I am only 12. As soon as I arrived, the village workers were all clustered around the traffic lights, expecting something amazing. I got up front and I snapped my fingers. And I asked one of the village workers if he could so kindly lift the lid off the traffic lights. Okay? And slowly he did so for everyone to see, like this. He first lifted it and saw the green and the yellow that I had placed before. Then he lifted it further and saw the red. Weird, right? Everyone else was confused too, but there was more. Some raised their hands and said, "Kahlan, what about the red bulb that you put in your bag?" Were any of you wondering about the red bulb?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you might have noticed that I snapped both fingers. So 2 magical things happened. One was a brand new working red light bulb appearing. And the second is actually kind of funny. You see, walking to the hardware store made me hungry. I mean, riding to the hardware store. So, I unwrapped the paper and I showed the workers. "Orange, you glad you called a magician?" I'm saving this for lunch. Dinner.
Breakfast.
Unfortunately, my time with you all is very quickly coming to an end. You don't have to hold it back. I understand. So perhaps I'll leave you with one more thing before I go. This is actually the very first routine I ever did as a magician, and it holds a special place in my heart.